Sebastian Alexander Fundora, known as the Towering Inferno, was born on December 28, 1997, in West Palm Beach, Florida. Standing at an extraordinary height of 6 feet 5.5 inches, Fundora's physical stature made him an anomaly in the super welterweight division, where his long reach and rangy frame provided an undeniable advantage. From the very beginning, Fundora seemed destined for the ring. His father, Freddie Fundora, was a professional boxer who later became his trainer, and his sister, Gabriella Fundora, is also an accomplished fighter. Growing up in a boxing household meant Sebastian was immersed in the sport from childhood, learning the fundamentals of discipline, resilience, and technical skill at an early age. As a teenager, Sebastian developed a passion for boxing that matched his natural athleticism. While many doubted whether someone so tall and lean could thrive in a division dominated by shorter, stockier fighters, Fundora worked tirelessly to perfect his craft. His southpaw stance, combined with a piston-like jab and surprising inside fighting ability, became hallmarks of his style. Though his amateur career was relatively brief compared to many elite fighters, he accumulated valuable experience that paved the way for his professional debut. Fundora stepped into the professional ring for the first time on September 24, 2016, and immediately made an impression by stopping his opponent in the opening round. Over the next few years, he built an undefeated record, overwhelming opponents with relentless pressure and a work rate rarely seen in fighters his size. By 2019, he had earned a reputation as one of the most dangerous rising prospects in the super welterweight division. His early victories included a string of dominant performances against seasoned contenders like Donnie Marshall and Hector Manuel Zepeda, showcasing not only knockout power, but also a growing technical maturity. His big breakthrough came in December 2019 when he defeated Daniel Lewis in a high-profile undercard bout. From that point, the boxing world began to take notice. What made Fundora unique was his ability to fight effectively on the inside, a rarity for tall fighters. Instead of simply relying on his reach, he embraced toe-to-toe exchanges, breaking down opponents with volume punching and a punishing uppercut. Fans loved the action-packed style, and promoters saw a potential star in the making. In 2021 and 2022, Fundora began climbing toward title contention. He scored significant wins over Jorge Cota and Sergio Garcia, proving that his success was no fluke. His toughest test came in April 2022, when he faced Erickson Lubin in a brutal war for the WBC interim super welterweight title. In a fight filled with drama, Fundora was dropped early, but stormed back to stop Lubin in the 9th round. That victory established him as a serious contender and earned him widespread respect for his toughness and determination. By 2023, Fundora seemed unstoppable. However, boxing is a sport where momentum can shift in an instant. In April of that year, he suffered the first loss of his professional career in a shocking knockout defeat to Brian Mendoza. The loss served as a harsh reality check, but it also became a defining moment. Rather than retreating, Fundora regrouped, returned to the gym, and focused on correcting his mistakes. He came back strong, determined to reclaim his position among the division's elite. In March 2024, he got the chance of a lifetime, a fight against Australian superstar Tim Tszyu for the WBC and WBO world titles. Originally, Fundora was not scheduled for the bout, but when Keith Thurman withdrew due to injury, Sebastian stepped in on short notice. Many believed the late replacement would work against him, but Fundora seized the opportunity. The fight turned into one of the bloodiest and most talked about matches in recent memory. Tszyu suffered a severe cut from an accidental head clash, but despite the blood and chaos, Fundora stayed composed, using his jab and reach to outbox Tszyu. After 12 grueling rounds, he won by split decision, shocking the boxing world and becoming the WBC and WBO super welterweight champion. At just 26 years old, he had achieved his lifelong dream. Winning the titles catapulted Fundora into stardom, but it also came with new responsibilities and challenges. Fans praised his resilience and skill, while critics wondered if his inside fighting tendencies would eventually cost him against heavy punchers. Fundora, however, remained focused, defending his title successfully and continuing to train under the watchful eye of his father. His calm demeanor outside the ring contrasted with his fiery style inside it, earning him admiration from both peers and fans. By early 2025, the stage was set for one of the most anticipated rematches in recent years. Tszyu, hungry for redemption, activated his rematch clause, and the fight was scheduled for July 19, 2025, at the iconic MGM Grand in Las Vegas. This event wasn't just another title defense, it was a defining chapter in Fundora's career. A victory would solidify his status as the division's kingpin, while a loss could unravel everything he had worked for. Leading up to the fight, Fundora trained rigorously, focusing on sharpening his defense and maintaining his conditioning. Tszyu promised an aggressive game plan, vowing to correct the mistakes from their first encounter. The media buzzed with speculation, making it clear this was more than a fight. It was a clash of styles, pride, and legacy. When the night arrived, Fundora delivered a masterclass performance. From the opening bell, he asserted control with his jab, dictating range and tempo. In the first round, Tszyu tasted Fundora's power and hit the canvas, a moment that shifted the tone of the fight entirely. Despite Tszyu's bravery, the punishment accumulated, and by the end of the seventh round, his corner made the difficult decision to stop the fight. Fundora had successfully defended his WBC title in dominant fashion, proving that his earlier win was no fluke. The victory silenced doubters and positioned him as one of boxing's brightest stars. At just 27 years old, Fundora now stands at the pinnacle of his division with a professional record of 22 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw, including 14 knockouts. His combination of size, skill, and relentless work ethic makes him a nightmare for opponents and a dream for promoters. Experts speculate that his future could include unification bouts, pay-per-view headliners, and even a move up to middleweight in search of greater challenges. Outside the ring, Sebastian Fundora is known for his humility and quiet confidence. Unlike many fighters who embrace trash talk and drama, he prefers to let his fists do the talking. He maintains a close relationship with his family, especially his father and sister, who remain integral parts of his journey. His life outside boxing is low profile, focused on training, recovery, and spending time with loved ones. This grounded personality has made him a fan favorite, especially among those who value discipline and respect in a sport often fueled by bravado. Financially, Fundora's success in the ring has opened new doors. From sponsorships to major fight purses, his earnings have increased dramatically since becoming a world champion. While exact figures vary, his net worth is steadily climbing, and his marketability continues to grow with each victory. As one of the most unique and skilled fighters of his generation, he has all the tools to become a global star. Sebastian Fundora's story is far from over. From a lanky kid who defied the odds to a world champion rewriting the script for tall fighters in lower weight classes, his journey is an inspiring testament to perseverance and belief. As the boxing world watches, one thing is certain: the Towering Inferno is only just getting started. Whether it's defending his title, chasing new belts, or becoming a crossover sensation, Fundora's future burns bright, fueled by the same fire that carried him from obscurity to the top of the boxing world.